Yesterday, the NBA Rookie of the Year was named. Let's go to the young kids, okay? Instead, we'll talk about the old heads. Let's go to the young kids. Rookie of the Year was named. Honors went to the Mavericks' Cooper Flagg. Flagg was the #1 overall pick last year, averaged 21 points, nearly 7 rebounds, 4.5 assists this season. Remember they had that 51-point game back in April, became the first rookie since Michael Jordan to lead his team's assists and steals. He's also the second youngest to win the award behind only LeBron James. Flagg finished ahead of former Duke teammate and current Hornets guard Kon Knueppel. The two accounted for all 100 first-place votes, with Flagg earning 56 and winning the award by a total of 26 points, the second closest gap between the top two finishers under the current voting format since 2002-2003. Perk, was Flagg the right choice for Rookie of the Year?
He got my
I didn't vote for him.
Go ahead, Perk.
Shay. I didn't vote for him. I actually voted for Kon Knueppel, but I'm not mad at it. And Shay, you never heard this line, but you about to hear it now. It's your preference. You know, some people like to drink tequila. Some people like to drink Hennessy. At the end of the day, they both get you drunk. That's how I felt about this. This how I felt about this Rookie of the Year conversation. And I'm not mad at anybody that voted for Cooper Flagg. He did stuff as a rookie that LeBron James done. I just gave the nod to Kon Knueppel because he broke Steph Curry rookie single record for his, three-point percentage and made three-pointers. He led the league and made three-pointers. He set the culture and the tone for that organization with the Charlotte Hornets. But make no mistake about it, Cooper Flagg is all that and more. Everything advertised, he lived up to it this season with dealing with a lot of adversity, dealing with the firing of his general manager that drafted him, Anthony Davis getting traded, Kyrie Irving never coming back, the transition of becoming a point guard right in front of our eyes, the responsibility of having to carry the load. I'm not mad one single bit at Cooper Flagg for winning the Rookie of the Year. You get no argument for me, but my vote went to Kon Knueppel.
My vote went to Cooper Flagg, and before I get into that, I just want to say this about what you said about the Hennessy and all of that stuff. You know, you always say that you talk slow, but you're really, really smart. There are some things, Big Perk, that you need to talk slow and slow it down because it's hilarious. It's still gonna get you drunk. That's how you're supposed to say that. You understand what I'm saying? And by the way, add Remy and Cavassier to the mix too. They ain't bad. Having said all of that, let me get back to Cooper Flagg. Everything you said about Cooper Flagg is absolutely correct, and I can sit back and say the same thing about Kon Knueppel. You had a vote, I had a vote, I voted for Cooper Flagg, okay? I voted for Cooper Flagg because of all the things that you mentioned. Also added to this, first dude since Michael Jordan, first rookie since Michael Jordan to lead his team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals, okay? Number 2. Number 3, Jason Kidd taking a rookie and giving them the ball and saying play point guard. That, to me, really stood out. Every condition that you imagine about Cooper Flagg was non-ideal. It wasn't ideal at all. But somehow, some way, as the season progressed, despite the adversity, despite the headaches, despite the question marks, despite the ownership, we don't know. These new owners in Dallas, they have given us cause to pause. We don't know what the hell they're doing. If Mark Cuban was there, Luka would have never been gone, but then Cooper Flagg probably wouldn't have been there. But you see this team, and even though they give you, it's the city of Dallas, which is a marvelous city. I know they got nauseating fan bases there with the Cowboys and stuff, but I still love them. But Dallas is a phenomenal city, all right, and a great sports town. And this owner, the way he acts, almost looks like they're trying to move the damn team, because they don't seem interested in paying attention to their fan base, despite the owner sitting with some little kid who was complaining before he decides to fire Nico Harrison. In the end, what it comes down to, regardless of the acrimony, the dissension, the headaches, just the haphazardness and it all, Cooper Flagg progressed every single day, every single week, every single month with the ball in his hands, running the team, without Anthony Davis, without Kyrie Irving, if they're in the lineup and you got P.J. Washington and you got Lively and you've got Gafford and these brothers, you talk about a team that compete for the championship. That's what we're talking about here. As a rookie, because that's how special he is. That's why I went with him. I love Kon Knueppel and what he brought to the table. I never thought he was going to be this good, shoot that well, etc. But Charles Lee did a hell of a job coaching in Charlotte. LaMelo Ball was that dude. You know, Miles Bridges is no joke. Neither is Miller. These brothers can shoot. They need a couple of pieces. But I like Charlotte, okay? And Kon Knueppel was in a much better situation than Cooper Flagg. And Cooper Flagg just showed me a little bit more. Mad love for both of them. The only question I got about them, Perk, is how the hell did Duke not win the national championship with both of them on the squad in the Final Four the year before? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't.
Fair gripe. Cooper Flagg joins Jason Kidd and Luka Doncic as the only Mavericks to win the Rookie of the Year award. Coming up here on First Take.
Calculable boost. I mean, LeBron James at his advanced age has carried them to this point where they can close it out, and now maybe he gets one of his running mates back to help finish the deal. That's tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think the other part about it is, to your point, they get to finish, and then they have this time together potentially between series, right? And so this is beneficial in terms of the variety of ways that Reeves can score. He'll bring back some shooting to the floor as well. This is good things for the Lakers, and now they're waiting for the big one to see if he can get returned in Luka Doncic.
That's Luka. So what? Luka, they're going to, if they win this series, they're going to get some downtime. Oklahoma City swept their series last night. They look like an unstoppable force, but that's a different conversation. But so we're going to get Reeves back, and then we're going to get a little time. Is there real hope they're going to get Luka back too?
Austin Reeves is on the way back, but Luka Doncic still, there's no timetable. He's still out indefinitely. JJ Redick said the other day he just started doing on-court work. So anyone that knows about a hamstring injury, you just started on the court. There's still progressions for him, right? Austin Reeves, over the last 2 weeks, has gone from 1-on-1s to 3-on-3s to 5-on-5s. Luka Doncic has not made that type of progress quite yet, so it's undetermined how much longer he'll need.
All right, I'll come back to you on Durant in a minute, but let me get Windy in here. Windman, so Reeves may be coming back, Luka further away, LeBron for the first 3 games of this series, just ridiculous at his age what he was able to pull off. Where do we stand right now on the Lakers going into Game 5 tomorrow night?
Yeah, so the Rockets' game plan to win Game 4 was to apply giant full-court pressure as best they could because they know the Lakers are limited in ball handling. So getting Austin Reeves back, even not at 100%, should allow some relieving of pressure. LeBron's turnovers have really, hopped up in those games in Houston. And really going forward, that's the thing for the Lakers. If you've underestimated the Lakers, you've looked pretty bad, both at the end of the regular season and in this series. So I don't think anybody should underestimate them in the next round. Having said that, if you turn the ball over against the Oklahoma City Thunder, you will get embarrassed. So the Lakers have to play a cleaner game, and that can really be helped by Austin Reeves coming back into the fold.
In a game tomorrow night that they'll be looking to close out a Rockets team that has barely had Kevin Durant in this series, what is the expectation with regard to him?
Greeny, the expectation is the Rockets will be without Kevin Durant for Game 5. He's dealing with a bone bruise on that left ankle sprain. So he missed Game 1 with a bruise to his patellar tendon in his right knee and then sprains his left ankle in Game 2 when he returned. And so he's missed the last couple of games. And so don't know exactly how much longer he'll need, but the expectation is he'll be out here Game 5. He's dealing with stability, stiffness issues, lack of mobility in that ankle. So it's a bone bruise in that sprained ankle for Kevin Durant.
What a mess.
Yeah.